So we got me a big cloth sack from the Army surplus store, 250-pound greg, 250-pound bags of pea gravel. Throw it in there. Figure I'm gonna do me a little sandbag work. That should be fun. Alright, I've done this for 10 minutes. I've got at least a day today. Well, that's disappointing. Well, the good news is my cut's going well, but yeah, strength is starting to go down a little bit. That's unfortunate, but you know, gotta maintain your weight. Sometimes I like to really lean back on pull-ups. Just have 250-pound sacks of pea gravel in there. Oh, pea gravel's a little less messy than sand. Just get that tied down good and snug. A little bit of paracord. Make sure I tie. So around here a couple of times. All right, let's see how this works. Yeah, that's good. That'll be good for some conditioning. Do some sandbag carries. Yeah, it's holding together. Let's try a little overhead press. Let me check and see if that was on camera. Might need to back the camera up a bit. I'm learning. Better angle on this. But 100-pound sandbag overhead is harder than it looks. You think 100 pounds? That's easy. See how hard I'm breathing? And that's barely doing anything. All right, it's good. Means I've got a lot of room for improvement. I tell you, having that sandbag on your chest pushes all the wind out of you. You adapt to that, you'll be a tough SOB. like that. It's good cardio. I'm kind of wondering if I can't do some kettlebell swing type of thing with this. Bag's too big. Alright. How about some over the shoulder throws? That's better. Yeah, that feels better than swings. I think I'm gonna try some to really dig my hands into the sides of that bag, hold onto it with my grip, because I've been scooping under it, using my hands kind of like scoops. I think I'm gonna try just grabbing it and holding onto it with my grip, and maybe doing some curls. Well, more power curls than strict bodybuilding curls. Power curl is kind of like power clean, except you do it with a curl grip. It's a little bit easier to learn. A lot of athletes like it, especially wrestlers, because it's real good for getting suplex strength. It's kind of like if you ever seen those Indian wrestlers, they do the curls like this. That's not a bodybuilding, oh, I'm going to make my biceps bigger type of curl. That's a specific exercise to teach underhooks. It's wrestling exercise. Oh, oh. If you can do that, you got tough fingers. Gonna have to make sure to trim my fingernails a little better. You know, for a long time, I've wondered about strength in the last joint of your fingers. Never been able to really figure out a good exercise for it. That does it. Grab onto that, really sink your fingers in. It'll really pull back those fingertips. Make sure you trim your fingernails real close if you're ever going to do it. And maybe don't start with 100 pounds, but I'm going to because, why not? Go big or go home. Two more. So people have known how to get strong for thousands of years. There was a stone dug up a few years back that said in spiral script, so you know it was real old. It was before they wrote things in lines. Phylon, the son of Bilola, lifted me above his head with one arm, and it was this huge rock with this awkward handle cut in. Weighed about 300 pounds. So people have known how to get strong for a long time. The oldest story of how to train comes from Plato. Now, Plato, in addition to being a philosopher, was also a three-time uh, wrestling champion. And it was that ancient Greek type of wrestling, pancration, which was more like mixed martial arts. And Plato wasn't his actual name, it was a nickname, and it meant broad. So he was a big fella. And he told a story of Milo, who was another ancient wrestling champion who got strong. And the way Plato said he got strong was by picking up a calf, putting it on his shoulders, doing his farm chores all day. Every day, calf got a little bigger, Milo got a little stronger, and then eventually he was walking around with a full-grown bull on his shoulders. Well, a few hundred years ago, there was this kid who heard that and took it literally. Didn't realize it was a figurative story. And this kid worked on a farm, so he went out, threw a calf on his shoulders, and the calf immediately kicked him in the head and ran off. So what the kid did was, since he worked on a farm, he got him a big old gunny sack, filled it up with grain, picked that up, ran up and down hills all day with it. And that was Louis Cyr, who became, the strongest man in the world in his day. So, sandbag training, good training. Ugh. And it's fun. All right, push-up time. This time it's going to be push-ups with the sandbag. Maybe I'll just do regular push-ups. All right, good workout.